Hello Internet, welcome to Game Theory, and today we're actually going into a topic on finding out where Axel the Hedgehog actually started off and what timeline he's part of. So before we go to the mini blue, we gotta start with the big blue, Sonic. As much as people are gonna say Axel is a fake character and made by a fake company, there is actually some possibility of Axel being real, and he actually is in a game. That, of course, being Sonic Forces, the fans' dreams. I mean Sega's dreams. So of course, at the end, that would mean Axel will be born, right? Wrong. As actually, Axel is already grown up in this universe. That leaves us with the 3 universes left actually in Sonic canon. There's the regular modern era, the classic era, and of course, the boom era. And yes, Axel appears in all 3 of these universes, and of course some others, but that's another story for another time. So classic Axel would normally appear in anywhere in the classic universe, right? Hahaha, wrong. He actually appears in Sonic CD, as that's where Sonic and Amy, in this case Rosie the Rascal, start off and be together. But then there's the question, how is Axel made if Sonic and Amy are technically, well, kids? Well, just remember that the guy is 30 and she's 29, making it okay for Axel to be born probably around 15 at age at this point. But the modern and boom era is where Sonic and Amy would most likely have Axel. Let's start with modern, as that's where Axel kind of is now. Think of classic Axel as the past and boom Axel as the future. Axel would fit into Forces too, but the more likely source is Sonic X, the best show of Sonic ever. But you might be wondering how Axel manages to show up in this video game anime. Well, I'll tell you. It actually has something to do with one of Axel's friends, in this case being Craig the Fox. This is also the series where he shows up as his parents are Tails and Cosmo. Cosmo leaves behind his little seed, he hatches, and then he flies back to Earth to meet his own dad Tails. And this happens in the future of Sonic X, by the way. And we actually get to see that future thanks to Chris, who is an adult in that future. Which means it would have been 15 years. Which would make 30 the age of Sonic at this point. This also goes for Axel's sibling Sonic Jr. and the one we're gonna focus on next. So with how good this is, you probably don't want to know how Boom ends up. Well, for the people who do, here you go. Axel's sister Aurora was actually born in Sonic Boom. This time the future being more around 10 or 5 years later. Also, Aurora may be looking like a baby. She's actually a kid, as Axel is the toddler here. And Sonic Jr. wasn't born yet. Aurora was just born small. That's why she was originally called Tiny the Hedgehog. And yes, Axel's future rival Wraith warned his dad not to be with Aurora and reminded him about Maria. Really make Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2 less tragic. This also happens in the classic and modern worlds. So thanks, Sonic Boom. Your games may be bad, but your TV show and explaining about this is actually pretty good. But that's just a theory. Okay, wait, what? No, it isn't. It's real. I told you about this. It's gonna happen. Trust me! Tune in next time to find out how Ken actually got his miraculous on Game Theory. And cut!